dopest dope I've ever smoked. Hands down, dopest dope I've ever smoked.
It's not better than the Blue Oyster. You can't be. I don't think I can't handle better than
This
this.
is like...
Are you about to sell the books you never read?
No, my sister asked me.
Oh, okay. You about to sell your friend's Way of Kings?
No, bro. I found that the other day, though. I looked at it and thought,
Thank God. Yeah, it's time, bitch.
Okay. Welcome to Smoke With Us.
I'm Blue.
And I'm Eastwood. And this is our virtual smoke circle.
I feel like you always want to go for like El Virtual.
I literally thought about it. I was like, El Virtual Smoke Circle. But I was like, no.
Every
today.
time.
Still got it in there, though.
Our last episode. That's what you did.
Yeah, so it gets lonely for us stoners out there, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's why we started this. So let's make the world less lonely.
Yeah. So we're smoking on some cookies and cream brought to you by great people. And yeah.
Brought to you by great people. That's so good, though. That was good.
Yeah. So we did a bong and then we rolled a blunt and we're smoking both.
Yeah. And so you might hear bong noises throughout the episode. And I feel like there's one other thing I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. And this is a new strain for us. So we'll be rating the strain eventually, too. Talking about what we like about it, what we hate about it, what we're feeling about it.
Yeah. Yeah. We also have a shout out. Boom,
Oh,
boom,
yeah.
boom.
Woo. Shout out.
Shout out. Yay. It's from Cluffy Puff 420 on Instagram. Go check them out. Cluffy Puff 420. They have a website and they have some goodies on the website that you guys can go and buy. We are not sponsored by them. So, you know, we're just shouting them out because they reached out to us on Instagram. And like we said, it's a lonely world for us stoners out there right now.
So let's all get together, Brett.
And so we're one just to, you know,
Support
connect.
each other.
We always love supporting like artists and stuff like that and people. So if you are an artist, reach out to us and we'll give you a shout out. Also, thank you guys so much for commenting. We keep saying it at the end of every episode. And it finally is happening, and we're really loving it, and we're responding back and liking as much as we can. And let's just keep growing this community.
Yeah.
I'm at a 8.5.
I'm at a 7.5.
Yeah, so when you get to a 7.5...
Or an 8.
Or an 8, or an 8.5, or a 9.
Get to where you want to get.
Yeah, and then you can hit play. But yeah.
We'll see you on the other side.
And we're back. Okay. Yeah. I'm high as fuck.
I am not. Have you heard about Neuralink?
No, I have not. What the fuck is that?
Let me tell you, child. It is the Elon Musk company where he's trying to map out the brain and connect the brain with a computer.
Yeah, didn't he say on Joe Rogan's podcast that we technically have the technology to do that right now?
No, they're like starting it, and he thinks it's in like 5 years. Which seems more believable because recently they did like a tech show off demo thing, like a press conference. And they had the Neuralink hooked up to pigs.
Oh, I think I remember reading something about this.
And literally, they were like, well, now we're going to show you her brain things. And it could scan the brain, and then the sensors were picking up on it and playing back like this music with like notes attached to everything. So it was like, and like they showed off a few other things that you're like, oh shit, we're like here. And like they can install it and take it out, and there's like not any visible damage. And you can have like live a normal happy pig after it too. And so the initial things they're wanting to do is to hook it up, map the brain, and like I think it's Parkinson's, they said, and a few other like mobility things that have to do with nerves. They think that that's the people that focus on first, and they think that it can get them like walking and shit like that. So like if you had Parkinson's, then they would hook you up with it. It'd shoot like the right things, and then you won't have Parkinson's anymore.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you know what else is crazy with it? They have a surgery bot for it because it has to be so precise. And so they showed you the surgery like on the pig.
What?
It's a fucking robot. And right now it's assisted and like it gets cut open for it. But their goal when they actually like release it is that literally you just like pull that thing up and it can do the whole surgery. So it'd cut them open, do all the things, and then insert the 1,000 needles or whatever in the right specific areas.
Bro.
And what's so crazy, it's so precise, there's no blood.
Dude, we are entering the age of futuristic shit.
I know, dude. Finally, dude, I've been saying forever, I'm like, no one's building for the future. So far, only Elon Musk. Like, if you look at fashion, no one's being bold. We're all just like rehashing old shit. Like, you don't look at anything like, no, you don't look at anything and be like, that's the future. You know what I mean? Like the 70s, they were like, what if we made our furniture out of blobs? Because we can. We don't have that whole foresight now. We're just like, what if we make it with wood this time?
Yeah, dude.
Let's reclaim the wood.
You know, if you've been a long time listener, you know my fantasy is a cyberpunk world. And we're going into it. I want a Cybertruck so fucking bad.
Yeah, the future El Camino, bro.
Dude, it looks so sick. And they're making a fucking 4-wheeler for it.
A cyber 4-wheeler?
Well, it's like an electric 4-wheeler that they're making it so people can buy it.
Does it shoot out like the fucking Batmobile?
No, but it has these like little retractable ramp things that look super like futuristic.
And raises your children?
Oh my god!
Oh, dude, that reminded me. Do you remember the clown husbandry?
Bro, I can't.
I got
Don't
one
take
more,
me down.
dude.
Don't take me down this
Okay,
road,
for those of you who don't
man.
know, clown husbandry is this meme that got started where they're pretending these clowns are like pets. They're not people; they're pets. And
Hey, by the way, AK, it's not fucking real clowns. They're imaginary.
yeah, this is all imaginary. It's a meme.
Normal ass people imagining clowns.
As like a species of animal. And so they were talking about scare clowns, and they're like there's a common and dangerous misconception about scare clowns, that they're dangerous or more aggressive breed. They are not. He's like, this is perpetuated, but my guess is because of the new movie It, which shows off a rabid and untrained scare clown.
Oh, wow. So he was like the rabies of scare clowns.
Yeah, that's what they were saying, and they were like, scare clowns were actually bred were originally like the best nanny clowns.
You know,
to take care of your kids, and their scary appearance was to keep off attackers.
oh my God. Dude.
And then they had a picture
Bro.
of like this clown with an axe in the back of a family portrait.
I cannot with this, dude. I can't. I just literally, the more you go, the more fucking stupid. I'm gonna get mean because it sounds so dumb. And I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm usually not the person that tells you that something is stupid because I'm into some pretty crazy shit. But like,
I love it.
dude. Okay. I want to know how the clown community, the people that are like humans dressing up like clowns,
Like the real clown.
yeah, how they feel about it. Because I feel like some people might be thinking it's like mocking them in a way, like saying that they're like animals, basically.
I think that's like too deep on a joke.
There is some bitch out there that believes this shit's real.
No.
Oh, there has to be one.
No.
One fucking person, I'm telling you.
No, bro.
There-
Just because your high ass couldn't tell that was fake for
No,
at first.
dude. There is one person that believes this is fucking real. There's one fucking.
They're going out there
I am gonna
stealing.
say one
They're
fucking
going out there
person.
stealing clowns and being like, I just had to train
we're-
you right, Pierre.
There's going to be a true crime series about this fucking clown killer who just had these clowns in his basement.
Do you know how the meme started? Did I tell you it?
No.
Someone posted, mimes are to clown.
Oh, no, you did say this.
No,
Yeah.
clowns are to mimes what wolves are to dogs. And
Yeah.
then someone replied, actually, that's a common misconception. The mime is actually the more like feral one, basically. And like talked like an expert on it, and then it just grew from there.
Bro, fucking stop, people. Like, I know we're bored. I know most of us
Dude,
are still
I love
quarantined. We're bored as fuck.
I don't know why you hate it so much.
Because it's like I think it's because I thought it was like literally like people dressing up like clowns and thinking they were clowns. That's what I thought. And that seems more real to me. Okay, if you're gonna like dress up like a clown and you're
You
gonna
thought it was like a role play?
yeah, like a community
Like
thing.
a kink.
Like they were like gonna make a community out of it type thing. And then you're like, it's people that just imagine this shit. I'm like, that's fucking stupid. That's so dumb.
Well, how do you feel about fan fiction?
I mean, fan fiction's fine, but like,
This is essentially clown fan fiction.
I know, but like, it almost seems like rude to the people who are clowns.
Dude, what are you? Was your mom a clown? Like,
No.
You're like real sensitive.
No, I
Actually,
think
you
'cause
guys don't understand the plight of the clown.
When I was younger, my dad would take me to circuses. There's one close to where we live that's like from this town. And this town's like built off this circus.
Guys, I am high.
Yeah, I'm high too. And I wanted to be in the circus. Like I legitimately like
As
at
a
one
clown?
point, no. I was just like
Anything.
a fucking like line rope person or like a tumbler.
Yeah. Man, I know we've talked about it. So imagine seeing the circus back in the day when you didn't even have like TVs or movies. The best you got was like a band that played live. And then the train comes, brings that whole world to you. You're running away.
No, but that's what it was like for me because like my dad was super strict about TV. Like we had like TV times and shit when I go to his house.
Yeah.
So going and seeing this is like, oh, I get entertainment.
Yeah.
All like, and I don't have to be told no.
Right. Well, then, but also think about that. Like, think about never fucking seeing a tiger ever before in your life. Just hearing about
Or like
them.
an elephant.
Yeah, and then in your podunk town, all of a sudden there's an elephant going down Main Street. You're like, this is magic.
Yeah.
This is a magical world.
Yep. Have you seen Water for Elephants?
Like, have I seen someone use water for elephants?
The movie. It's about it's about a circus.
No. Oh wait, does it have Twilight?
It has Christoph Waltz and Robert Pattinson in it.
So it does have the Twilight guy. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I fucking love that film. I was like, yeah. No, dude, no.
Do you love that film? Okay, this is my theory on you and Robert Pattinson, right? You saw him in Twilight, and you're like, I want to be into this dude.
Yeah.
But I just can't take him in this package.
Dude.
And so as soon as you see him in anything remotely like inkling towards you,
Yep.
you're like, wow, great, love him in it. This is great. He's actually great, guys.
Yeah, dude, no, that's exactly what it is. Like, cause I feel like he got like kind of pigeonholed into that role because I feel like he was kind of coming up at that time and it was a huge role for him to get.
Yeah, I mean,
Make
it
him,
set,
like,
it
tons of
set him
money.
for life. Like,
Yeah, but then he got kind of fucked with his career afterwards. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's that Twilight guy."
I mean, got fucked. It depends on how you look at the career. I mean,
True,
He's
true,
set
true.
for life now,
Yeah, but
especially because she's writing new books.
well, they're from his perspective, so he might have to go back.
Right?
And the picture on the book is him.
Is it?
Yes, it is
So
him.
he's getting, but that's good for him. He's getting money.
Yeah, he's getting like royalties and shit from that. It's kind of like almost like Harry Potter,
I know, dude.
where if like Daniel Radcliffe sees his fucking
Dude,
face.
I might get shit for this. I don't care. When J.K. Rowling said her stuff or whatever, nothing about that. But Daniel Radcliffe, like, you know, came out and kind of, and like he was respectful to her overall, right? Like, in all fairness. But like, but part of me was like, bitch, don't bite the hand that feeds you. You believe what she believes.
You know what's kind of weird for me?
You're
with-
set for life because of her. So
You know-
you follow the mother, okay?
You know what's like really weird for me when it comes to like her is like, and I even kind of feel this way. There are like devout Harry Potter fans that are like, fuck, what she said is not right. But like, she gave us our childhood. And so like they almost like borderline excuse her.
I think
Because
because kind of
she's-
like ignore it.
Yeah, they're just like, wait, what? Like the Chinese guy that was in the
I mean,
interview was like,
I'm-
I can't see anything. I don't see anything on the screen. What's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah, I mean, I still watch, I still watch and listen and whatnot to the Harry Potter stuff. But I'm pretty liberal as far as
No, but like,
the art is different than the person who made
yeah,
it.
it's just funny to me because there's other places like in music, if a musician gets like caught for like, you know, is it the Me Too movement or something like that?
But here's the deal. I think, to be fair to JK, she at worst has just spouted out some bad ideas. And so that's like a conversation, which I'm all for.
Yeah,
Where like if you rape somebody,
that's true. That's very, very true. Yeah.
even if we can still enjoy your art, we should always bring up that you raped somebody.
It's a different ball game. No, I totally get that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just interesting to see that. Like, I know some people too that like
To see a remote bit of fairness.
nowadays.
That's crazy. We can't we
man.
can't have at least slightly different levels for different crimes.
It's fucking nuts. And you know the sad thing about that is like We probably really wouldn't have to have that if it wasn't so rampant. Like if it was more like
What are we talking about?
the whole sexual assault thing.
Okay, because I was like, that could be like 8 things. We have a big cloud building of topics.
No. So like the sexual assault thing, like I think that people would be more like would be able to believe more people if it was a little bit less. But because there's so many per person, like it's just so fucking rampant.
Well, what was funny about Cosby, even for me, like when I first heard about Bill Cosby, like the first 5, I was like, really? Like, is it? Or like maybe they are, because that does happen. Like, I think more often than not, I think you should immediately believe personally, like, oh wow, that happened to you. Like, you should believe them as far as that, but like, be like, but what is the whole story? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And the first 5 of Cosby, though, I was like, oh shit, is this real? But then by the time I was like, I don't think that's true. I think this might be but then by the time it got to 30, I was like, all right.
That's like a serial killer.
I was like, just statistically, one of these has to be true.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, for sure. But I think it's just like, I think we're just like almost in like a shock of like awe, like because of how many people are coming out about it and being open. We're like, whoa, this is like way more out of hand than we thought.
Dude, yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. That's one of my favorite things though about like comedy podcasts and stuff is once the scandals pop, you'll hear a bunch of people start telling their stories where they're like, ooh, whoa, it was like a drunk burp. But you'll find a lot of people telling their stories like, I always heard that he was a creep, or like, I always knew that he was a creep because like I had a friend that was a girl that like she started talking to him and like met him, and then he was like inviting her to places and stuff. And I was like, he's into you. He's trying to sleep with you. It's like pretty obvious he's being a little gross, I think. And they're like, no. And then that girl just happened to like get missed for whatever reason. And then it comes out and he's like, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. And you get all these stories and you're like, oh shit. And you like start. Yeah. That's my favorite part though. When they pop, I'm like, ooh, let's listen to my podcast.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. But anyways.
Double lives. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, if you guys haven't checked out Noah Cyrus, please do. She has a fucking song that says I got high and I saw Jesus. Dude,
It's so good.
it is like
And pre-warning though, like, because I don't want you to get scared.
yeah.
There's
yeah,
a lot of twang, but it's not like if you dislike country, you can still like this song.
It's like Miley Cyrus' sister, but she's like way different. So I would encourage you to listen to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you start hearing and you're like, ooh, these are some red flags, push through.
Yeah, because it gets really good. The whole album is
good
super
country.
emo and like awesome. But yeah.
Yeah, she's like a Negro.
Yeah, she dated Lil Xan.
Did she really?
Yeah. So of course.
Dated Lil Xan.
Oh.
He had to go to the hospital because he eats too much Cheetos.
Really?
He ate too many flaming.
Oh my god.
He ate too many flaming hot Cheetos.
He came to I saw him like out and about one time.
He like became like a little activist after it.
Don't
Like,
eat too much Cheetos,
yeah,
guys.
basically, like there's like a month where he's like, seriously, guys, you gotta watch out with these things. Like, and like at the same time, popping like 12 illegal Xans, probably all laced with fucking fentanyl.
Shit. Yeah.
Because they all be doing these illegal Xans. Like what most people think of a Xanny is like the press of the illegal ones. The real ones look different than like the common ones.
Do you think he just picked his name because he loved Xanax so much? He's like, hey guys, like, what if my name was Lil Xan because I love Xanax? Like, Lil Xan on Xanax.
I genuinely think, yeah, well, what else would he name himself Xan after? Of course it's after Xanax. But it's because his first album was just an Xanax-induced word vomit. And after that, and like, so he's like, I need a name. And he's like, I am Xanax. He's just so hot.
Oh my god.
He's just so gone.
Lil Xan, if you hear this, you want to come on and talk to us and tell us the story, we're down to hear.
Yeah, I'm not taking any of your Xan though.
Yeah, you can come in. Yeah, you can call in too.
I guess. I hate calling interviews. I hate them. Like, we'll probably do so. I hate them.
Yeah.
Because it's always like, oh, hear that clear voice? And then they're like, that's really good, guys. And then they're like, yeah, we hear you, Jim.
Dude, yes.
And then every once in a while, they're like, and that's why I think it's really important that, and that's why we have to keep moving forward. And you're like, no,
dude. You just called it out. I don't know if we can do callers. I don't know if I can handle that. Dude, quarantine podcasts are hilarious to me because that's happening more often now. So anything
but the thing that's getting a little nuts about them is they're like, well, since we can't be together, how about we make a 24-person call? That sounds like a good podcast idea.
I know. And like the reunion shows that are happening for reality TV,
they're so great. They're like pulling out their like fucking
mics and like leaning like, where you going? Where you going?
And you just see them stand up like, ugh. And like a shitty like outside shot they told them to set up.
And it was just them like going to the bathroom.
Dude,
producers.
Dude, honestly, you know that if we're in any state of like pseudo lockdown at all, by like I'm gonna say next March, studios are just gonna start faking it.
Oh, they're
gonna be these reunion things, but a whole crew's gonna be there. So they're still like looking at a laptop, or like they have things that look like a laptop, but then there's like 58 people behind them, just no mask, like boom over them. That's what I'm saying. They're just gonna try to film everything like the Truman Show, so no one knows.
Oh my god, dude! No, but what like RuPaul's Drag Race has been doing is they've sequestered the entire cast and crew, every single fucking person down to the assistants, in a hotel. So they buy like a whole hotel out.
Dude,
and they sequestered them for 14 days.
Think are getting delivered to that place?
They sequestered them for 14 days. They can't go in or out. Like people can't like come in. Like it's legit like quarantine.
But there's still so much fucking.
Probably. Or just lots of masturbation. Something.
Both.
You gotta release that
both
tension.
and at the same time. Like there's some fucking.
Yeah, but he's already recorded the next like actual season, and now he's doing All Stars.
Quarantine didn't slow him down at all.
Dude, he was like, fuck you, bitches. I'm coming. Mama Rue's going to be here.
He's like, I'm going to retire in 5 years.
Yeah, we ain't stopping. Oh, man. So, yeah, I think that shit, I really feel like quarantine has not slowed production companies down. We were on that shit quick.
I think it slowed them down for like 2 months.
And they were like, we got to figure something out, guys.
Yeah, they were like 2 months, and then they're like, this is a lot of money now.
Yeah, we gotta hurry up. No, but Batman got shut down because Robert Pattinson has COVID. He has COVID.
Oh, it was him?
Yeah, he has COVID.
Just because he's a star, he thinks he can sneak out.
Yeah, and The Rock got COVID too, his whole family.
Well, that's like the number one transfer way is like people that live together.
So that's fucking nuts. Everyone in the movie business is getting fucking COVID now.
Everyone, 2 people.
You know, I'm like, I know I probably will survive COVID, but I almost don't want it because I feel like it's like a stain on people now. Like, I feel like people
you starting to become like a health elitist.
No. Ew. I feel like people are like that because like I had an interaction with someone who's like, yeah, I had COVID. And I was like, I can't hang out with you, dude. Like, and it's like, it was a real feeling.
To be fair about this situation for the world to know, so it's not just you being like, COVID, ew. He texted you the day after 14 days without symptoms.
No, it was 22.
Still, it was pretty close. It wasn't like, hey man, I got COVID in March. I'm good now. I've been good. I'm feeling good. I'm looking to get back out. It's like, hey man, just recovered.
Yeah.
You want to hang out?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking nuts though. Like,
also, you might want to bring out, this was a dude maybe looking into like Mac.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, so it was intimate settings.
I was like driving down the road going somewhere, and I fucking see this like block party happening. And
like, real?
Yeah, like legitimate block party. And I'm like, what the fuck? And no one had masks on. They were all like getting drunk. And I was like, you're out in the open and people are just walking up from all directions, like crossing the road when I'm driving and like all this shit. Like you think a celebrity was there or some shit. And then like
there was a celebrity there. Freedom.
Right? Dude, I saw too, and like there's a strip that we live by that it has like a bunch of fucking like shops and shit and like restaurants. They're just having people are just chilling like all close together, no masks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys.
people can only be I'm not. This is not a justification of anything. I'm just saying people can only hold themselves together for so long, and
That's actually really true.
and some are gonna last longer than others. But at a certain point, people are gonna be like,
I need my freedom.
yeah.
That's why we're gonna be fucked if we ever have someone trying to take us over. They're like, I'm getting out of this house.
We're not gonna be fucked. If someone tried to take us over, they're gonna be fucked.
Well, that's what I meant. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Because even if they like took control of the government, there's gonna be so many fucking people that are like, America lives in my heart. I'm still free.
Oh yeah, dude. It's fucking God. It just makes me laugh.
I feel like it might get passed down too. So I'm just like, maybe it would never stop. Like there would just be like 150 years of just at least small groups of people being like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's been fucking crazy. I read a statistic though online that said 93% of protests were riot free across the states.
83% of World War II was peaceful. That's a real fact too.
That's true.
It only takes one time, guys.
Yeah, but oh God. Cough to get off, guys.
No, thank you.
What if every time you coughed, you cummed? That would be awful.
There's certain times it'd be a blessing, and there's certain times it'd be a curse. What would suck is when it really gets you, and you're like,
You're just like,
at a certain point, dude, you'd be shooting blanks. Like it would just be like a dry.
Dude.
Your penis would literally just be dry heaving. It'd just be like.
oh my God, dude.
Like
that's
it would
so true.
be so bad, dude.
Dude, that's so true. Dude, I've been getting really
In all seriousness, have you ever like came so many times in a day that like halfway through like the last one you were like, why am I doing this? This isn't even worth it.
I have jerked off so much that like I've rubbed the skin raw on my dick before. Like it was like you know like when you peel skin from a sunburn and it's like it gets like but you peel too much off and you feel that like little like pink like bright pink patch in your skin. That's what it looked like.
Oh God.
And it was just like if I touched it, it fucking hurt.
I've never gotten to that point.
It was like I got the first little bit of layer of skin.
I've never gotten to that point.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking nuts.
Ow.
It hurts so bad. And you have to stop
I've gotten
for like
close
a
to
whole day.
that point. Like I could tell. But then I was just super careful.
And I was like, no, we're going. I was going to say something to you, but I can't. Oh, no. Okay, so I've been getting really into like cultures recently. Like just exploring like different cultures like throughout the world.
Yeah.
It's just like
And you were making fun of me for VTubers.
No, I know. But like I'm
Cultural
talking about like
exchange, bitch.
I'm talking about like everything. Like I like fucking African culture, like there's one like Indian culture. I am so fascinated by that right now, and I don't know why. Oh no, I know why. Because of fucking Canada's Drag Race.
You and every pot smoker.
No, but like I have been super into like India and Thailand and like all those fucking places over there. That
We should go to Thailand.
dude, seriously, like I just have been getting super into them because they look super fucking like cool. Like it's just something so different.
Thailand's so good.
From
I'll
what
take
we
you there.
have.
I'll guide you.
Yeah, let's
I'll
go.
show you the way.
Yeah, I'm
And
down.
We'll chill, and we'll eat at the yellow bear place.
Yeah.
I could never pronounce it in Thai, but they had a giant yellow bear statue outside the restaurant.
Of course, you
So I
would
just
love
called
that.
it the Yellow Bears place.
Oh my god.
And they're like, it's called nah, nah, nah. And I was like, yeah, the Yellow Bear place. I did that though. Dude, that's my favorite thing, dude, is purposely acting ignorant to like people that live there. It's so funny to me, like once you're close with them. Like, so in Thailand and Chiang Mai, there's like a palace called Phuping Palace. That's literally how you say it. It's like Phuping Palace. And I laughed and laughed and laughed. And he's like, why are you laughing? I was like, it's Phuping Palace. And he's like, that's not funny. I'm like, why is it not fun? It's poop. You're pooping. You know, poop. You're good at English. And he's like, yeah, I don't find it funny. And he like not in an offended way. He's just like, I don't see why this is funny. And
Yeah,
I'm
like you're like what?
yeah, I was like, this is funny. So anyways, we're going, and then like I was actually right. He accidentally took like a wrong turn or something, and I was like, weren't you supposed to turn down that street because we're going someplace we normally went? He's like, no, and then we went. He's like, you were actually right. I was like, see, I'm the king of Chiang Mai. Like I know Chiang Mai better than you. Like I've only been here like 4 weeks. I know it better than you. He's like, oh really? And he says something, and I'm like, I say something like smart and like just dismiss it. And he was like, okay, what's that river called that we're driving by? And I was like, Phuping River. And he's like, no, it's not. It's blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, I mean that's what some people call it, but it's like real name is Phuping River. Like you need to know a lot of. I was like, you need to know a lot about Thai history to know that. So I get why you don't know it. But he's like,
oh my God,
are you serious? I was like, yeah. And he's like, you're stupid. And I'm like, hey man, don't get mad at me just because you don't know your own culture. Like,
dude, get me down there and I'll show you every fucking nook and cranny of that goddamn place on the road.
So yeah, dude.
My hidden talent, guys. I have a hidden talent.
You would figure it out, dude. You get a moped, you're going down like alleys people don't know about. You're like, and then if you stand up on your bike seat like this, you can fit right down here.
So guys, I have a hidden talent. I am really good at, so like I can go to a place twice, and by the third time I go there, I'll remember how to get there, like the normal way, and then I'll find other sub like roads to take to get there quicker because I'm all about getting to a place quick and like as quick as possible. And like sometimes it's the same time. It's never been more time though. So that's the important part.
That's always what it is. Like there's sometimes you're like you have to take like 28 turns and like go down a one-way alley real quick and stuff. And then like we get there, I'm like, well, it definitely wasn't longer. I just don't know if it was shorter.
Yeah.
Like, this is definitely the time we should have got here.
Love like I get so bored when I drive that like I love like scenic routes. So I'll find the ones like with the most trees and like the nice houses and stuff, and I'll take those roads, even if it's like 5.
Yeah, dude. There's sometimes he's like, "Oh, you could actually have a better way." I'm like, you could tell me these directions. I will not remember.
I love directions in cars, dude. When I was little, I literally could guide people to go to different places. Like my aunt one time took me on a car ride and she wanted to go somewhere and she's like, but I don't know how to get there. I was like, I can get you there. And I was like 9. And she's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm like, Mom and I have gone there enough. And she goes, okay. And literally she goes, wow, like you really like know like where you're going. And then I used to memorize all the numbers of like my family members and stuff, and I could recite them to you because my mom made me because she was so paranoid. She's like, no, all your numbers, so in case you get kidnapped, you can call one of us. I knew like literally like all my aunts and uncles' numbers. I knew my siblings' numbers. I knew my mom and my dad, and like my grandmother and grandpa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew a lot of phone numbers too at one point.
Now I know my mom,
children. If any children are listening to this. Probably.
I hope not.
I just like you probably shouldn't. But
yeah, turn this fucking thing off and get back to school or go to bed.
Get back to your online classes you don't pay attention to.
Or go to bed because it's probably late.
Dude, like the people are complaining so much about online classes. I think this would have been my dream if I was in school.
Oh no, I know. I kind of agree with you.
Because I would not pay attention.
Dude, no. Okay, so Blue and I, this is how long we've known each other, guys. We did an online school for our 8th grade year together. Quite literally.
Oh yeah, we did.
It was like it's called Kappa something, and we
Kappa Simplify.
They had videos, and this one bitch, we fucking hated her. She's a math teacher.
Oh, the math.
She wore like a yellow coat and had like an ugly ass hairstyle, and she just was a bitch. Like,
she was the worst.
She was a cunt.
You could tell even on the video, like talking to the other. Because they recorded real classes, so like it wasn't like a live class. You watched classes.
Yeah,
and you could even how she replied to some of the students. And you would kind of get to know the students, even though you weren't there.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, "Hey, Bradley," and you'd be like, "Oh, this fucker's coming."
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh," or you'd be like, "I like Susie.
Yeah,
like, she's nice. Susie's a nice girl."
Yeah. So what we would do is we would like have it playing on like a DVD player. I know, old. And then we would literally change it to like one of the basic ass cable music TV video
in our
shows.
area where we lived at the time, there was on the basic ass like TV stations, like you had to have like the bunny ears to get. There was a local station that was actually a music station, And so what we do is we change to that and we'll listen to music and like talk and like fuck around. And then you could hear our stairs. So we heard like my mom coming up. There's like one, like we just had to push input. And so we'd push input and like fold out our books.
Yeah, like our books were folded like with pencils in them so we could flip them to where we were.
And sometimes we stayed on it too long so the class would be over. So we'd be at the menu and she'd come in and we'd be like, we just finished. Wow, what great timing. And she'd be like, wow, such great timing.
But the weird thing about that is
we took a placement test at the end of the year.
We fucking bossed it out, dude.
Yeah, when we were all above average. And I was like, what were these kids doing for the last year? Yeah. I was like, because we weren't doing school and we beat them.
Yeah, it was weird.
Cracked me up.
But it was a really fun time.
Do you remember history days?
Yeah. When we get fucking salads made by this bitch, dude. She made some good ass salads.
Dude, okay, so what we did is we did all history one day a week. So we did it all. So we did like 5 days worth of history in one day. And my mom was like the main lady of it that did it. And then there was another kid, Corey, that was with us. And so Corey's mom took a day. I think your mom took a day. And then we just went to the person's house, and then my mom took the other 3. And then I think she was in charge of most of the tests. But anyway, so we went to Corey's house to do history, dude, those days. And his mom, guys, Corey's mom made the best salads of all time.
It's fucking weird, dude.
Like, it is weird because it's like,
they were like the perfect chill.
They're perfect everything. Like the
ranch was like above average ranch.
It was restaurant salad and like good restaurant salad, like material in home, which is like impossible. And you know what's crazy? You'd be like, hey, bitch, how do you make this? And she'd be like, oh, it's really easy. I just buy these at the store I work at. And she'd give you the ingredients. Like you're like, okay, I got the ingredients. And you go home and you do the exact same fucking thing. And nothing.
It's just not the same.
You know what I think it is? So she's a great mom, great lady, but she's not very affectionate, right? I think she puts all her love in her salads. I think that's how she greatly shows love.
God, yes.
And I think that's it, dude. I think she puts all the love, like the affection she wants to show people is all put into her salad. She's like, I'm going to make them a salad. It's healthy. It's good for them. I love them.
Dude.
And then you eat it and you taste it. You're like, wow. This is so good. I want your salads.
Yeah.
I want this. And she's like, I want to give that to you. Like,
yep. Yeah, dude. Like, even if you weren't hungry, and she's like, do you want a salad? You're like, yeah, sure.
You always said yes to her salads, dude. They were the best.
I think one time I said no, and then I was like, wait, yeah, I'll take one.
Right? History days were always kind of weird.
Do you remember like when my mom was like trying to be like a teacher, and she's like, yeah, so I got some like science projects for you guys, because your mom did math. His mom did history. My mom did science. She's like, I got some cool like little things. Like, Mom, we gotta watch this video. Like, that's it. And she was like, no, but like I want to like I'm like, no, Mom. Like, we just watch this video. Like,
we do the paper.
And we do the paperwork, and that's it. And she's like, oh, fine. And so we go up to our room and just do the same thing. But I had cable, so we like watch shit. We just go up my room, lock my door, and we just watch it. And my mom was the mom that like, if you were good, you could get away with pretty much anything. And so I was the good kid.
She always like had things like, she always, at least in her head, had things to do. So that's too.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like,
she's always busy.
So like, if you went up and you were good and she trusted you, she just like, all right, I guess I'm going to prep for dinner.
I could have literally like smoked weed so much.
You could have, dude.
If I would have just been able to cover it up, dude, I could have just gotten so high. But anyways,
dude, do you remember? Yeah. I can't remember what happened, but your mom like suspected you of doing drugs or something. And you were just like, fuck her. I don't even do drugs. She's like, you know what? I'm going to do drugs and that will show her. And then I was like, hey, man, if you do become a druggie, you don't show her that she's wrong. You prove her right.
Yeah. And I was like, wait.
And then you were
right.
like, wait, you're right. You're right.
No, but my mom, she was just like, she wanted to like, cause like,
what's weird about your mom is she trusted you like 95% of the time.
Yeah.
And then like, for whatever reason, there's like 5% of the time that she's like, is everything I know a lie?
Yeah. Like when she was just like sad or like mad about something, she'd be like, hey, you're probably out there doing drugs. And I'm like, no, I'm not. What the fuck? Like what? She's like, you're playing your video games, you listen to your metal music, and you like, you want to scream in a band. You're probably out there smoking dope. I was like, Mom, I'm not. And she was like,
Mom, I'm just eating Cheetos right now.
and then we get kind of like mad at each other and like yell. And then I go to my room. Oh, dude, and do groundies for my mom. Oh, dude. My sister texted me the other day. And she was like, my younger sister. And she was like, I just want you to know that you had such a good childhood. And I was like, bitch, you were only there for like part of the time, one. And she's like, no, but like, literally, I got so much shit from mom, and you literally got to do everything because you would stay out till 2 a.m.
Yeah, we would.
and hang out with your friends, and I literally couldn't have a friend over. And she was like, she's like, Mom told you to watch us one time. I remember, and a friend of mine came over, and you're supposed to watch both of us. You literally told us to do whatever we wanted, and then you left and went to a party at a university near us. And I was like, oh shit, I did. And then literally I would just come home before my mom got home, because my mom would be out super fucking late sometimes just to like get away from everything. And I would come home at like 4. My mom was still out. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, you guys alive? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, fucking like house is a mess. And like they got popcorn and just like eating popsicles and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, guys, we got to clean this up. Mom comes home in an hour.
So they just went nuts too.
And then we just like cleaned it all up.
Your mom gets home. Where are all the fucking popsicles?
Yeah, dude. And it was very true. My
Dude,
sister,
but that's probably great for your sister, dude. That sounds like they had a great time.
yeah, but my mom was like really strict with her because she was the baby, and I think my mom was feeling like empty nest syndrome like before, like she had like the senioritis of like losing your child, your like last child, like to moving out. And so I think that's what my sister got a lot of the shit. Like she had a curfew. I didn't have a curfew.
No, we didn't.
She had a curfew. 10 p.m. was her curfew. I didn't have one at all.
way, dude.
Yeah, dude. 10 fucking p.m. I
only
literally
fucking happens after 10.
on a school night, I would come home at 2 a.m. on a fucking school night.
I know, because I was with you.
Yeah. But like, it's just nuts. And so like, I'm like, you're actually like, when I think about that, like, yeah, I really did have a good childhood. Like my mom was really lax with me for some reason. Yeah. And I think because I approved to her so many times, because I used to have a cousin who would hang out with all the time, who was a drug addict. And I think she knew.
But like a drug addict, they're like very, unfortunately, like 12.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, she knew that I said no to that. And she could tell that I wasn't like getting high every time I'd come back from his house. And she was like, I think that's what instilled trust in her, is that like, she could like literally like. She's like, he hung out with him and nothing bad
survived.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, high school was good years, man.
They really were, dude.
We had some good years in high school.
I didn't like high school itself. I hate, but the years of high school,
like
good
after
years,
high school,
especially
like
after
when that
freshman
bell,
year, dude.
when that bell rang and you were like done for the day and you're like going to hang out with your buddies playing video games. You had
and we
no
parked
fucking.
we parked all near each other, so
Yeah.
we walked out together.
You didn't have any bills. You had a job because like you're like, I guess like I don't have free time.
I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't have a job.
Dude, do you remember that one time that Corey was like, so Corey worked at a grocery store, wanted to, and so he had to push the carts.
Dude, and okay,
And
first off, let's just say something real quick. It is hilarious to me because Corey's family had money, but
Yeah.
he was the one pressured most to work.
Yeah, and he's the one that thought he was the poorest.
And he wasn't.
And we were like, Corey, you get everything you ask for. I was like, and to be fair to you, you don't ask for stuff all the time. And it's because you think you're poor.
They had like a 3-story house in a nice neighborhood with a fucking basement and like flat screen TVs all over the house.
Basement, and his dad's
Ping pong table.
and his dad's bringing home a new car every year, like an iPhone. And
Yeah, dude.
yeah, dude. And like his dad can only get higher up in his company if people died because they're family. And he's over there like, we're dirt poor guys. And I'm like, are you serious right now?
He's like, we're dirt poor, but I just got a new Xbox 360.
Yeah, he's like, we're dirt poor guys. You want to come over for the new game that I just got? I know it released yesterday. And you're like, oh, you mean the game that I'm like hoping maybe someone gives me money randomly?
You beg your parents for it?
Yeah, dude. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Anyways, so that's the funniest thing. So he's working and he was one of the first ones to get a job. So he's complaining about pushing the carts. And here's the deal. I'm not saying the carts are easy. Okay. If you hate it, if you have that job and you're like, fuck moving the carts, I bet it. Fuck moving the carts. They suck. But He's over here acting like he's a Vietnam vet every time he pushes the carts.
Oh my God,
he's like,
no.
you have no idea. Oh, my forearms hurt so bad. It's like the hardest thing in the world. Like he literally started comparing it to like hard labor jobs. And I'm like, are you fucking serious right now, dude? And so I would make fun of him for it. And then he texted you one time and was like, he's making fun of me because I have a job. And so you text me and you're like, that's not fucking cool what you're saying to Corey. And I'm like, what? I was making fun of him for the carts. And you're like, some of us have to have jobs, man. Okay, we all can't just lay around and not have jobs. And like, you start going on this whole thing like you're a dad. And I'm like, you're like, once you start paying the bills. And then I'm like, whoa, man. I want a job. I applied for jobs. I just had busy schedules, so like they didn't ever want to hire me because it was around the time
Blue was like, okay, I want this job really bad, but I can only work on Thursdays.
Basically. And this is around the time of the financial crash in 2008. So there's adults applying for these jobs that are like, I will literally eat, like suck your dick and work all the hours you want for me in the whole world because I need to feed my family. And I'm over here like, I can have Thursdays between 2 and 4 and I could come back at 9 or Fridays, but only until 3. And I have school. And I have no experience.
I have school that ends at 2:30.
Oh, and then I already have 3 days that I need off. Like, so anyways, so you text me this whole day like, man, what did you get? And I'm like, whoa, man, I want a job. They're just not hiring me. I would never make fun of someone for a job, whether they want, need, or whatever. I'm making fun of Corey for pretending he's going to war every time. And then you immediately were like, oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad, man. He's like, yeah, it is ridiculous how he talks about the car. And then we both start making fun of him for how much.
Oh my God. We're assholes.
But I remember, dude, I was like, because we were in class. So they're like, and then the Pythagorean theorem. And then I was like, boop. I look, I'm like, why is he mad at me?
Dude, we were masters of texting in class, bro.
Oh, I know.
I got so good at texting that I didn't have to look at my phone. I knew the fucking buttons and how many times to press.
That's the only time I'd send people novels. Like,
right?
Like if I was in school, I'd be like, boop, 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 boop. And then as soon as I got home, someone would be like, why didn't you message me last night? And I was like, oh, sorry, man, I forgot. Like, we're like, why are you only giving me one word answers? I'm like, why not? Texting's hard. And then I'd be in school and be like,
yeah, dude, it was fucking weird.
Dude, I remember one time a teacher took my phone because I was texting my dad about lunch money because I had no money in my account for the school and we knew it. So I was like, I need lunch. And so he's like going to meet me, but he wasn't like, he originally was like trying to be like, I'm pretty sure there's money. I was like, no, we talked about it last night, please. And so, but she confiscates it before my conversation is fully done. So I'm like, oh God. And then I walk into the lunchroom and then he hands it to me. I'm like, I'm sorry, my teacher took it away. But it was the only time I was obvious about texting. And so I was respectful. I just gave it to her. I waited till after class and I was like, hey, I was texting my dad about food so I didn't starve to death.
Oh my God.
I was like, so like, I get it. No texting in school. I broke the rule. So I totally understand. But like, it was for good reason. So like, can I have my phone? And then she's like, you can get it at the end of the day from the office. I was like, yeah, but we're here right now. Like,
like you literally just hand it to me
right there. I was like, I'll show you the messages. I was like, I get why you wouldn't believe me, but I can show you the messages. And then she's like, nope, the rules are this. And this was the first time this has ever happened. Like, I had my phone taken away like 2 other times, but no one fucking like, they'd always give it to me after class and be like, if I see it again, then I'm going to really do the rules. And you're like, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
But this hoe, and she was a sub. So I was like, ooh. I'm like, Now you're a sub. You're supposed to be the fun one. Like,
or the one that's asleep, like every fucking movie.
That's what I was saying. I'm supposed to be able to text on my desk while you're here. But she's like, I had to take you to the office. And I was like, okay. So then I go to the office. They don't have it. Then I have to go walk and I follow her to the office. Because I'm like, hey, man, I need my phone. And she's like, I have to go to the office. I was like, can you do it now? I'm trying to leave. So I literally like walk with her to the office like, we're really just going to play this game? So she answers the office lady, and then she's like, the office lady, like, can I help you? I was like, that's my phone. Like, it's still on the desk. But that's my phone. Can I have it back, please? And she was like, yeah. It was so annoying, man.
Dude, those office people were fucking assholes.
Oh,
They're like, why the fuck are you here? I'm like, why the fuck are you here, you dumb bitch? I'm supposed to be learning, and you're causing me not to because you're fucking taking too long.
I know. They're like, I have a job to do. I was like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, your job to fucking look at files and just rummage through them, you stupid bitch.
Well, it's like, and look at me. That's your 2 jobs.
Dude, counselors too, man. Oh my God.
Dude, you had your account. Dude, I remember the day. So my mom is a very sweet lady. She's an angel. She like doesn't dislike anybody. And like, she like she never talks bad really about people. And your counselor, like you, and we have a mutual friend that had her, like would talk shit about her all the time. To my mom, to everyone. They're like, she's so bad. She's the devil. And then my counselor went on vacation. So my mom had to deal with her for like a week. And then she came back. She's like, I am not a big fan.
Of course.
Because you guys talked about your counselors and you said her name. And she's like, isn't Miss blah, blah, blah? And you're like, yeah, she's the devil. She's like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of her. And then you and Johan were like, yes.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You're like, see the devil.
She basically told me that like I should have a realistic goals because I wanted to be like an actor and shit. And she was probably the reason why I never did anything with it. She was like, you actually need like a real job. So maybe think about that.
And then you're like, okay, retail.
Right. Stupid.
How do you, she was like, dude, you can't be an actor. You need a real job. And you're like, what jobs do actors get? Retail. I'll just do that part of being an actor.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I feel like for me, because I've done some like music projects that could have been probably pretty successful, but like I like want fame, but then like when it starts to come, I'm like, oh God. It like starts to scare me a little bit, and I'm like, I like pull back, and then people are like, are you like not into this anymore? And I'm like, no, I am, but like I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe you would have been a Me Too'er.
Oh God. Maybe there's a reason why. Maybe there is a reason. Maybe the universe is like, no. Your ass is gonna get fucking
fame at 17. Here it's like,
who sucked your dick?
oh my gosh.
Oh my God, dude. I was playing with this gamer today on Apex. It's a Smurf account, so I'm gonna say his name because it's fucking hilarious. It's Biden the Groomer.
Dude, it was pretty hilarious.
Dude, I fucking lost it. I was like, whoa. Oh, did you hear about this Trump supporter at the Trump parade where the boat sank?
I heard something about it, but I wasn't true.
It was on a lake in Austin, Texas. And
I just kind of laugh when any boat sinks. It's like,
there's a picture of the boat literally sinking with Trump flags all over the top of it.
That is pretty funny.
I was like, oh my God. Oh, yeah, I think it's a good place.
I agree.
Well, guys, if you've made it to the end of the podcast, congratulations. You are truly a stoner.
Woo.
I'm ending at an 8. I'm still pretty high.
I'm probably like an 8.
Yeah. So if you guys are an 8, awesome.
Oh, we got to rate it.
Yeah. So cookies and cream
Appreciate it.
is what we smoked on. Did a bong, did 2 bowls on a bong, and 1 blunt. It's actually a really good strain. I like it a lot. It's a cross strain of Girl Scout cookies and something else. I know that.
Cream.
It's pretty good. No, it's really good. It's like a release high. Like it's very just comfortable. Like I'm cozy.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's comfortable.
Like imagine like a fire on a cold wintry night and you got like bundles of blankets around you.
And I'm
like,
not saying this is the high, but I am a little warm, so I'm appreciating.
Yeah. So that's kind of like what it feels like. I give this a 4.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay, I was thinking
but
about
like
3.
A nice 3.
I was thinking about 3. I was like, maybe that's too harsh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at a 4.
Okay, I'm sticking it at 3. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down.
Oh wait, no. Our scale is 1 to 4. It's
1
not
to 5.
Yeah, a 1 to 5. So I'm gonna amend mine a little bit.
Wait, you were saying a 4 on a scale of 10?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, not even that. I was saying like more of middle of the road.
Oh, so you're, yeah.
A 3. I think a 3.
Yeah, 3. I almost thought about reminding you, and then you said a 4. I was like, oh, okay, so he remembers.
Yeah, I think it's a 3. Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah, so Cookies and Cream, guys, we think it's a 3. We've also rated other strains, but I'm going to let you guys go listen to that episode. And I want you guys to find it so you can kind of like listen to other episodes. And partially I don't know what episode it is. So, yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for, chilling and hanging out with us.
Yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, do whatever you need to do where you're at. And share us with your friends.
And then also make sure you check out Cluffy Puff 420. It's a little shop on Instagram that you guys can look at and buy some
cool
shit
stuff
from him. He has some cool shit. Cluffy Puff. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for hanging around with us.
Yeah. And we'll send you out like we always do with St. Warhead's Sparkler.
Smoke weed every day.
I've been wavy for the longest, need the rest of y'all to catch up to me. Terpene gravy for my bong hit, so every hit is extra gooey. Then I light it extra doobie, get high while I Netflix movies. Pass it to my baby, muffled coffee, my face next to boobies. I like to get high a lot, I like to get high a lot. My girls to take smaller dabs because we have to buy a lot. I hate it when my light is lost, don't you too? That shit sucks, anywho I got shit to do. Need a smoker then after fuck, no I don't wanna work with you. All you other rappers suck, I told you I got work to do, so will you please get off my nuts? Sorry, don't think I'm high enough. Nope, light another up. Coughing while we mob and drop the glob, and when the glow is up, 99 problems think I solved until I sober up. My squad do this often, we hot boxing if we pulling up.
99 problems think I solved until I sober up. My squad do this often, we hot boxing if we pull
I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. Dabs got my fingers sticky like I'm Peter Parker. Feeling like a king, scrolling memes with scenes from Arthur. Sauce has terpenes, diamonds looking like it's tartar. All my friends grow weed, we got some inner city farmers. It don't matter if you broke or not, you can find a way to smoke some pot. Every spot is overstocked and every block an open shop, and everybody's high, you can't even find a sober cop. Every night I'm stoned, then I zone out and play Overwatch. Then I get hungry as I'm looking for some shows to watch. Baby plug me with some munchies, all of a sudden I'm dozing off.
Then I get hungry as I'm looking for some shows to watch. Baby plug me with some munchies, all of a sudden I'm
I like my hair, I like my hair.
drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a spark. I like my hair, I like my hair. It light up like a sparkler.